Hello, 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 and welcome to Larger Curves. Happy 2025, people. Happy 2025. Microphone check, microphone check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let's see. I'm doing a mic check over here. Can we hear me now? Yes. Can we hear me now? Yes. Okay, so we can hear me fine, you guys. We can hear me fine. Okay, you guys. You asked for it. You get it. Ask, believe, receive. That's what I say. Okay? And I recently had some people in the chat ask for some more finance stuff from Larger Curves, also known as Larger Life in my financial realm. But I'm bringing it to you over here because this is where my people are. I'm growing that over there, so I'll post it here and there. But this is just some tips. This is not financial advice. Where's my little banner? Where's my banner? Thanks for coming through. Be sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring the bell. Okay? You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. So you can get notified next time I upload a video. And so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that we're growing over here in the YouTube streets. So today is day one again, and we are in the perfect position to take a look at where we want to financially be in 2025. And I happen to have researched and know some things and taken some classes on some things that I can share with you for you to go then research, do your due diligence, and talk to your licensed professional in your state. I am licensed in several states. And so if you contact me in the DM, then I will be able to let you know. Definitely California's the state that I do most of my business here. So if you are in California, definitely get at me. I'll be able to answer your questions. And if you're out of California, I have a network of licensed professionals that I'm able to leverage, and you can have access to those people too. Okay. But like I said, this is not financial advice. For you to get a financial consultation, that's separate. That's separate. This is just news that I think this is part of why I even got into finance, you guys. I was like, it could do what? When I heard. And I was already a woman of a certain age, and I had let many opportunities slip through these beautiful fingers in the way of creating generational wealth or creating retirement income or creating the types of, just like the things that's going to be required for my life at a certain age, so that I'm not at the front of the Walmart talking about welcome. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's never too late to get started. This is to inspire into action. This is not to dissuade in any way. This is to let you know that it's never too late, actually. And that I help people who are like 75, okay? 75, and they still got hope, and they got a little something over there, and we can put it over there, roll it over, or whatever over there, and put it over there. And then they're able to get what they need too. So it's never too late to take a good look at your finances and see what you can come up with. Okay, that's 100 on that. Okay, so today, something that I think you should really know about that really works. You learned about it in high school, and it was true. That economics teacher was telling you the truth when he told you about compound interest. When that teacher told you that if you do this, you double it every day, you get that, and you were like, yeah, right. And then you got out of that freaking high school and you go looking for accounts that the economics teacher mentioned, and you can't find those accounts. Now, back when I was growing up, you could get a good old savings account from your local financial institution, and they would give you like a nice little savings interest, like they used to be like 6% on a regular savings account back in the day, And now it's like 0.0006% annually. And at the end of the year, they give you the little form that you have to report to the IRS. If it's over the certain amount, you have to report that you made this much, right? So once I got into finance, I was able to explore, see, review, and confirm that there is this thing, this beautiful thing called compound interest that everyday regular schmegular people can have access to exponentially compound the growth of that currency, that money, that investment, that savings, so whatever you're doing, that's that principle or the savings. So you guys get ready for the next 20 minutes is going to be filled with ways that you in 2025 can use the magic of compound interest. Okay. Now the rule of 72 is tried and true. It's technically the eighth wonder of the world. Yes. Let's see if I can make this a visual for you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Thanks for being here. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, or ring the bell so you can get notified when I do upload videos. You guys asked for these finance videos. I'm going to be giving them to you 3 times a week in 2025. Today is the 1st. And so before next Wednesday, I will have posted another 2. That's the schedule we're about to be on for my 3. Okay. So it's looking, I'll at least do Wednesday for sure. So Wednesdays is one of the days. And then we can throw in Friday's a good day to talk about it. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, maybe. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, or Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That could start falling onto Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's good for me. I can do that. And I'm going to pre-record some of these so that I can just put them out, because the time that we make up as humans is money. Okay. But God's time is everything. So let me get to this presentation. You'll be able to go back and replay this. You can share this out right now, engage with that heart, and let it know what it did, okay? You can share this out right now. Make sure that music isn't too loud. And I'm going to share this. Now, how many people like a little history? I love a lot of history, I love Einstein. I like smartness. I'm not one of those sapiens that's like a sapiosexual, or is that the person that's like, the more intellectual you are, the sexier you are, you can look anyway. I'm not like that, but I do like smarts, right? And Einstein was considered a smart dude. However, those of us who Terrence Howard know that what he was talking wasn't necessarily the soundest notion, and has been proven otherwise by none other than Terrence Howard. Yep, the actor from Hustle and Flow and from Empire. Yeah, he's a brilliant scientist, you guys. And he has unproven some theories by including some theories Einstein purported to have, believed were accurate. And so, but for what Einstein was good for, he was great for. And Einstein himself is said to have said, Luco Paciolo in the 1400s invented this rule of 72. I guess he found out it was useful for using. But There's no force in the universe more powerful than compound interest. Okay? So they say that you can either use it and benefit, or people will use it on you and you'll not benefit. Basically, you take the number 72 and divide it by the annual rate of interest that your money is earning to determine the number of years it will take for your money to double. Because that's what I'm looking at. Well, how can we double this? How can we triple, how quadruple this? If I want to get to 7 figures as soon as possible, starting at any age, you're going to need some compound interest in order for it to really matter. And the interest rate is what you're going to divide by 72. And that's how you're going to know how long it's going to take to double. I'm going to give us some videos on this. Now let me show you. First, we're going to look at the power of compound interest. Is that this one? Let me know you can hear this. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107, Copyright Act.
Shows how you can really put your money to work and watch it grow. When you earn interest on savings, that interest then earns interest on itself. And this amount is compounded monthly. The higher the interest, the more your money grows. If you save $200 each month, after 35 years, your money would have grown to $148,680 at a 3% interest rate. At a 6% interest rate, it would have grown to $286,370. But if you received a 9% interest rate on your savings, your money would have grown to $592,760. So you see, the sooner you start to save, the greater the benefit of compound interest.
And that's just one way to look at it. Now I was going to look at this other one.
The power of compound interest.
We just did that one, sorry. Here we go. Now this is going to be a real quick definition.
Do you know the rule of 72?
Rule of 72.
It's an easy way to calculate just how long it's going to take your money to double. Just take the number 72 and divide it by the interest rate you hope to earn. That number gives you the approximate number of years it will take for your investment to double. As you can see, a one-time contribution of $10,000 doubles 6 more times at a 12% return than at 3%. How many doubling periods do you have in your life?
Okay, and these is like questions that just anybody should be asking themselves. Anybody who's interested in saving should be asking, how can my money make me the most money possible if it's just going to be sitting there? Especially, you do not want to, most people don't, nor are advised or think to do, to just stuff their money in mattresses anymore. Even though that could be safe, I don't know who's doing that. Most people want to put their money where that it can grow very quickly. And I just showed you the rule of 72, compound interest. And now I was going to demonstrate. Let me stop sharing that. It's already stopped. I was going to demonstrate what is offered currently, and then we can look at how long it's going to take to double that. Hey, Mamir, thank you for coming through. And thanks for saying that. Happy New Year. Let's present this. Now, this is just information I got on NerdWallet today. Because we looked at what it is. We looked at how awesome it is. We looked at how it's beneficial just in the fact that you can use compound interest and the rule of 72 to determine how quickly you can double up. And the quicker you can double up, you can triple up, you can quadruple up, you can octuple up. If everything's doubling like that, I guess is how it's going. Anyway, let's look at this. So currently, if you take your regular schmegular money, you have a chance to compound it. It's looking like on average about 4%, 4.5%, 4.7. Oh no, that's the rating, sorry. So these are high yield savings account according to NerdWallet for my state, California. This annual percentage rate, okay, that's what we're looking at. So it's about 4%, 3.8, 4.35, 4.75. So if you take $1,000 and put it into one of these accounts, you'll then be able to divide this 4.5% rate of return. We're going to divide that by 72. And we're going to demonstrate how long that's going to take. So what did we say? 4.5. Okay. $72 divided by the rate of return, 4.5, equals 16 years before you turn that $1,000 into $2,000, you guys. See this equation right here? 72 divided by rate. I'm going to show you on this calculator right here. Or I could just do it right here. So we're going to ask it 72 divided by 4.5. 16, you guys. So at my age, yes, sure, I have another 16 years. But do I want to wait another 16 years to make $1,000 turn into $2,000? Do you? Even if you're only 30, that would put you at 46 before your 1,000 turned into 2,000. Hello? So there are accounts that can get you higher than 4.35. Where was that? Let's do 3.8, which is more realistic. 3.8. That's going to take 18.94 years. I'm live, babe. I did stop raining. He wants a Gateau Center Nord for New Year's, you guys. I told him I could make one, but he don't want me to go through all that. So it would take 18.94 years to make $1,000 turn into $2,000 using, which one was 3.8? Like the American Express high yield savings account, let's say. And that's not a bad thing. That's fantastic. That's an excellent percentage. That is excellent. And let's look at what could happen if we increase the rate. Let's increase the rate. Let me see. Let's say that. Okay, let's add this back to the stage. So you as a regular schmegular person might want to look at another type of account so that you can double that $1,000, let's say, quicker, right? I just simply Googled high rate index accounts. Index is a very beautiful thing. That'll be another video. That'll probably be the second video, episode 102, in this 2025 series of building wealth. But today we're looking at the power of the rule of 72 and how to use it to build wealth in 2025. So how I'm demonstrating you can also use it if it's right for you after you do your due diligence and research on your own. I'm not advising you at all. You can get at me privately. You can use this QR code up here, right there, to book an appointment or get at me, and I'll be able to tell you if I can help you in your state. But in the meantime, in closing up here today for our first episode of Building Wealth in 2025 series, all I did was ask the computer high rate index accounts, because I know what index is. And then you'll get words like guaranteed. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing that? Guaranteed. And everything's already higher than what we just saw at the highest we saw was 4.8 on the other page. And those are for savings accounts. These are for index strategies. And it jumps from 5.6 to 9.6. That sounds like it might double sooner. Or what if you could earn between 9 and 13%? Let's look at that. So if we go back to our little calculator and we do 17 divided by, let's go for it, 13%. You're looking at doubling your money in 5 years. So let's say you currently have something like a 401k, a tax deferred savings account, and you realize that, oh my God, taxes are going to be more expensive when I finally get access to this at 59 and a half, and all my dependents will be grown. And so I'll have less write-offs, but increased taxes because more of my house is probably paid off too. And so that deferred situation, while it's great and everything, also is going to kind of leave me in a taxable, highly situation potentially. So let's say you wanted to do something like look at rolling those over. As I've already mentioned, rolling it over into a annuity, let's say. And that's one of the first words that pops up with this much higher yield, this much higher rate of return. So let's say you want to take your 401k money that you might have already accessed during the vid. I had a friend that went and asked the 401k people. She wasn't 59 and a half yet. She went and asked, she's like, I really need it because she wasn't working. She's like, I need $20,000 to do what I need to do. By the time she went through all the paperwork and hoops of fire, she ended up with like $14,500 after her taxes, penalties, and fees from accessing her own money when she needed it before 59 and a half. I said at the beginning of this video, I hadn't taken advantage of a lot of those types of situations when I was in a position to. And because that was part of my thinking back then, I was like, well, why shouldn't I just use it now if it's just going to be more tax later? I thought of that. But I should have also taken advantage of that. If you have 401k access, I always say take advantage of it. As much as your employer matches, that would be something you can talk to your licensed financial professional about. But at least up to what they match is free money, basically, I guess, in a way. I mean, you'll still pay taxes on it later. So let's say you want to take your $100,000 401k and you're like, I'm going to take that. You end up with $75,000 that you're able to roll over of qualified funds into an annuity that's going to get you Let's even give it 10%. 10%. So that means you will turn that $75,000 into $150,000 if you put it into an IUL, which is also a high rate index account that you as a regular schmegular person should talk to somebody about. Okay? You have to talk to very specific people about fixed indexed annuities. Not everybody believes in them. Some people try to scare you off with fees and say, oh, it's so expensive. But the truth is what I just said about 401k. So what's really expensive? Having access to your money when you need it at a little penalty, having access to your money after higher taxes, having to wait to access your money till you're 59 and a half, or having fees and penalties now or later. I mean, all of it has fees and penalties. But if you put it in the right type of account, you ask for 20, you're going to get 20. Okay. Also, a lot of annuities products have bonuses for signing on to absorb those fees that happened in accessing the 401k, specifically in this example. If you were to access that sooner, there might be a penalty or a fee that you have to go through. And to absorb that, annuities accounts will give you like a 10% signing bonus, a 20% signing bonus, a 15% signing bonus that compounds annually along with your principal, so that by like after you've had it for 10 years or whatever, and we see that it's already going to take at 10%, 7.2 years to double. So just every year on top of that compounding annuity at 10%, you're also getting your 10% bonus added to that. Isn't that beautiful? So people should, if you want, be open to looking at ways to really experience the rule of 72, the power of the rule of 72, the power of compound interest, and really look at accounts and options in your diversification of your wealth building strategies, to consider indexed accounts, which will be 102, to consider benefiting from the rule of 72 and compound interest, and to consider most definitely how many doubling periods do you have left? How many doubling periods do you want to endure before you get to your savings goals? If you're in your 50s and you do have like 250,000 in a 401k somewhere, I would behoove you to speak to a person who's licensed to talk to you about indexed accounts, indexed annuities, indexed universal accounts, and show you ways to truly maximize the power of what you've already done with your fabulous saving mind. You've already taken benefit of stuffing away X number of dollars in this 401k tax deferred situation. And now I'm offering that you can look at the opportunity to take that beautiful nest egg that you have and flip it into you saw the first word that came up under high rate was guaranteed, and flip it into some type of guaranteed higher yielding access portions of it now, no penalty. Then also create retirement income that then I can also come to me. Then I can also show you ways to take that and put that into the index universal accounts. And then you'll be able to build over there also, and perhaps start a family bank strategy, an infinite bank situation like the Rockefellers, or perhaps start a $1 million baby strategy for one of the grands, or perhaps start an executive bonus strategy because you have a fabulous family business that you want to ensure the succession therein and the tax breakdowns to your beneficiaries are in an advantage situation. So these are just things that I would like for us to consider in this journey together when we are looking at ways in 2025 to build our wealth. So I hope that this was beneficial. And again, we went over today in our first episode how the rule of 72, how to use it to build wealth in 2025. So you're going to be looking for high yielding accounts, preferably some type of index to secure guarantees on higher rates to double your money faster, because the question is, how many doubling periods do you want to have left? And how many periods do you have left? Seriously. So the sooner the better. Okay? Anyway, you guys can get at me at Larger Life. Did I put that on the, yeah, it's down here in the thing. Is that? I said it. Yeah, it says largerlifedownthere.com. You can get at me through there. That's my website for when I do my finances. And of course, Larger Curves, if you want to talk to me, any content creator related, then yes. So we're branding over here. So I hope this was most excellent. And you know that I love that you stopped by, and thanks for coming. I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, there's enough to go around. So now that we know there's enough to go around, where are you going to put it when you get it? Make sure it's one of these high yielding accounts, okay? See you guys in the next video. Peace.